Yeah, I'm here with my man Peter Shue, the world's greatest party promoter. His parties was bananas. You know what I mean? Peter had the parties back in the day, you know, where everybody got dressed up, and it was like, you know, it was like extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? Peter's joint was, you know, where you put on your best, you know? Whereas, you know, at Club 2000, I had it where, of course, they wore their best, but if you got money at the door, you can wear your sneakers, pay extra. Your hat, you pay extra. Your Timbs, you pay extra. But Peter's joints was strictly on some grown man time. You know what I mean? But being that I was at the Mecca, you know what I mean? I was more connected and hitting with the street. You know what I mean? So, you know, when the homies came and they coming fresh off the block, you know what I mean? I accommodated them getting in. I tackled a couple of hundred. You know what I mean? But, you know, Peter was more on a strict time. He wanted his joint, like I said, as extravaganza, and you know, I respected, everybody else respected it. Tell them how you got into the party and business and who you are, first of all.
Well, you know, I'm Unique's brother, Peter Shue. We've been close for a long time. We got a lot of stories to tell y'all and history. But you know, I mean, I got a book out, The Life of the Party. I got the movie deal coming, but we really, you know, start getting into the party thing because my lieutenants and captains, they kept crying that they all out of town, they don't get to party. So we ended up doing a one-time shot deal. It was supposed to be for my birthday. We had Keith Sweat performing and In Touch performing, but it got so crazy. Everybody wanted to do one every month now, so they started inviting me. You know, I was happy just going to hang out at Unique's spot every Wednesdays, you know, Club 2000. So that was fun for me, but you know, I had to accommodate these brothers, and the idea of me having everybody dress up because I used to see all these white people dress up in them shows, Dynasty and Dallas, and I wanted to see, you know, we could do the same thing. So I put that into perspective, and it was okay. We were successful behind all that stuff, so that's where we was at.
I mean, your parties was bananas. The last time, right before I got locked up, you threw a party, because me, Wu-Tang, and SWV had just signed a dollar buyout, they called it back then, with Kurt Woodley over at RCA. You know what I mean? So they was throwing a party that you was promoting, and Madonna was there and all that. This was end of November of '93, because I got locked up early December '93. You know, but you know, I came up there to the party, but I didn't come in at the time. The people was looking for me. But I just went to show my respect, pull one of the fancy whips out of front, something I knew I could get away with them, you know what I mean, if they tried to chase me, you know? But your parties was so, you know, elegant. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it kept away the
negativity.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was smooth, you know? How did you accomplish that? How do you feel you accomplished that?
I mean, the party sold itself. You know, it's not about the Peter Shues and the Uniques. It's about who comes to represent. You know, the people came and they like the party, but the mouth, they started spreading. So I ended up having, you know, the ball players, you know, Charles Oakley, shout out to Oakley because that's my man. They was coming, all the ball players, all the boxers, you know, all the football players, you know, shout out to Mike Tyson, Ivan Barkley, Mark Freeland, you know, all them good dudes was coming to the parties. And then you had the football players, back in the day, Pepper Johnson and Bonnie Hanson, and you know, when the Giants was winning the Super Bowl. So, you know, everybody was coming out and showing love, and you know, word travels. So the next party, somebody else comes in, I have people performing. So when you got somebody performing, and you know, people's gonna come to that too. And then I was giving out money for the best dress, the best sexy legs, and all similar stuff that you was doing, all that crazy stuff, you know, to get the people to keep coming. But you know, but I respect everybody that was in the game, and you know, me and you was two of the few that was hustling and did that. So you know, we had the same type of, you know,
hustle mentality.
You know, where a lot of people wasn't doing that. So they go, we come to your spot on Wednesday, you come to my spot when I throw a party. So it was like a family type atmosphere, and then all the big hustlers was coming, and you know, shout out to all of them, all the real dudes, you know, shout out to them. You know, so many I could give a list of: Kevin Childs and Lynch Mall from the Bronx and Lynch Mall from Manhattan. You know, it's Ice from Roy George and them. Shout out to all of them dudes. So it's a lot of people that was attending these parties, and we were just balling, having fun, you know. And you get to see people you don't get to see because everybody's out of town hustling. So we come back in, You know, where you going? We going to Club 2000 and like, all right, we go up there, you know, get a girl, you know, and chill. But you know, we just had some nice joints and we had some good times. And you know, man, you had a good time other than the club. So,
well, we're gonna get all that.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Oh, but my thing, how did you prepare for a Peter Shue party? What was your regimen? You wake up tonight, Friday morning, and your party's tonight. How did you prepare for that?
Because my lieutenants and captains kept stressing me, you know, yo, let's go get this, let's go get this. And you know, I'm laid back, so I didn't really want to do it. They talked me into it. I was like, you know, I had Bentleys to go to every weekend. I forgot about that, so I'm going to Bentleys every weekend.
Big shout out to Bentleys, was one of the big clubs back in Midtown.
Major.
You know, that's why I bought Club 2000 Uptown, because we had to go downtown for anything named club.
Bentleys was major.
You know what I mean?
And I got a lot of ladies from in there. I had a lot of fun in there. That's where I met a lot of the people too that ended up coming to my parties. You know, me and Oakley met over there. Mike Tyson. You know, it's a lot of people. I met a bunch of the singers like SWV, we spoke on them, SWV, and they all, anybody from New York, you know, Salt and Pepper, MC Light, all shout out to all of them, all the DJs. I mean, so, you know, we was, you know, networking. But to get up for the party, you know, it's like, I just get me a shape up. I'm ready. I got something to wear. I usually have my clothes made by different people, and I'll be ready. You know, we stopped down at AJ Lester's back in the day and see what they got, you know. Pele, we get the Pele stuff, and we ready.
Definitely. You know, I still got a whole bunch of my Pele jackets.
They let I don't have mine no more, but I wish I did just to take the pictures.
Yeah, I'm saying, yo, I'm talking about DP201, my cameraman, he be bugging out. He done seen it. We done took a few with him. I'm talking about all kinds of Mark Buchanan, Dapper Dan.
Well, when I went away, they destroyed my stuff, so I don't know what they did.
But the crazy thing is, all of that still fit. Because back then we bought it baggy. You know what I mean? So everything fits from back then.
Okay.
Even my pants fit. You know what I mean? 26 years later.
Because they had a store called Sharpenados. That was a nice shoe that everybody used to shop in on 92nd and Broadway. You know, you could go get your Gators there, your Pele, your Coogis, all in one store. So a lot of people like to go there. So me and Mike Tyson shoot over there, Oakley. We got Vernon from Uptown. They used to, you know, so we used to race down there and try to get the stuff before they get it.
How did the salespeople treat you down there when you went down there?
They don't know. They say they didn't know who we was, but the money.
And that's what I want you to get with.
So you come in
how
there,
the money opened the doors back then.
If you come in there with $20,000, $50,000, you know, they looking at you like you are Denzel Washington.
And there's cash. You know what I mean? That's not credit.
Yeah, no credit. You come in there with a duffel bag, you got your money, and you go buy stuff. So that's how we're doing it. So, you know, I mean, they knew Mike Tyson. So they, you know, he come in there, you know, it's something different, or Oakley. But when a Peter Shue come in or Unique, you know, it's like, who are they? They green, whoever they are. So that's all that matters.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. You know, like, you know, we going to a car dealer, you know, with the shoe boxes on, right, from KP car. Fresh off the block, we going out tonight, we go buy a whip for the night. Bring 50,000, grab a whip, you know what I mean? Put the rims on it, Route 46. And we on 25th Street that night. You know what I mean? Cruising through the block, going through 14th Street, you know what I mean? 12th Street, you know what I mean? All the main blocks, you know, 32nd, you know, 55th, you know, Polo Grounds got to ride by 8th Avenue. You know, and just show the joint off that Nose and Color show.
And then when we all get together, we start zooming through the streets for everybody, you know. And,
oh, man.
You know, we had a lot of incidents with that. So.
Tell me about the night you was driving, the dude hit you when you had your black BMW and I'm driving my blue one. And a road cab driver ran into your joint. How that went out? I came up and saw it. So what happened before I got to tell them how it happened?
Well, we were all racing. I mean, you talking about everybody. Big D was there.
You know,
Oakley
big shout out Big D, Oakley, you know.
Chaz from Black Hand. We was all racing. After Chaz tore his shit up with a pothole later on. But we were all racing through Midtown and running lights. We running lights and, you know, it was just, you know, I don't drive crazy like that. You might, but I don't. So I was near last, you know, so them dudes zooming. So we zooming through the joints. I was like, damn, I hope nobody get hurt. That's the thing I was concerned with. So we had to stop for a light. Niggas was stopping, and some dude he was drunk, ran back into my car. Boom. So he got a girl in the car. So I jump out. I'm mad as hell, but you know, people watching. She's screaming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking to make sure my car's all right. And here come Unique running over there with the biscuit. And Unique was like, going to put some work in. I said, nah, you too many people on us. So I said, don't do that. So Unique was just screaming on there. I said, nah, don't plug him, man, don't plug him. And I had to talk you out of it so we could just get back in the cars and but right when he hit us, everybody was crowded around. All our people had left. They were still in the cars. They didn't even know what happened.
Exactly, because like you said, he was in the back, and I just pull up, and I see the homie having trouble. You know what I mean? So
Unique jumped out the car. I said, "Nah, we can't do that." That would have been another case you would have been on.
You know what I mean?
So I'm glad we didn't.
And I'm glad you didn't stop.
Funny.
But that's how the loyalty go, man. You see your brother in trouble, you there for him. By any means. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Because like I said, good brother. We go way back. And he always showed love, So if I see him in anything, I already know he'll be there for me, and vice versa. So you know what I mean. Everybody had pulled out, so I was still there. So that's what it was. But you did a lot of big things, man, and a lot of important things, and people respect you. Like I said, one of the little brothers that I met in Florida named Zion. You know what I mean? They said you don't remember offhand. You need to see a picture because they have to understand. People have to understand that. We deal with so many people because, like we're like the hub of a wheel. You know what I mean? And Peter Shue is the hub, and all these spokes is connected. You know what I mean? And it links on to so many different people. So for the hub to remember every spoke and every angle that it going, you understand what I'm saying? It's impossible. You know what I mean? So we have to see a picture here and there.
Yeah, you have to see a picture, and then depending on where we met him when we was incarcerated. We was bouncing from jail to jail. So
and that's what I'm saying. That makes it worse. Yeah, I'm talking about when you're in prison right now.
Even in the street though, you meet so many people and they be like, yo, you met me in this place or that place.
I still go through that right now.
Yeah, you still go.
And they got stories that they know.
Yeah.
They not lying, but you just can't remember it for the life of you. Like,
they bring it back to life for you.
Yeah.
You have forgot it, and then it comes up, and then you be like, oh shoot, you was there for that day? You was there and I did that? And stuff like that.
But you know what surprised me the most is like, man, when people remember things and they tell you like, man, I remember when we did this and that. And it's like, you don't remember it because it was just something that was done from the heart. Mm-hmm. But it was like a life-changing effect for them. They remember.
You hear like,
cherish.
Some of them amping up though. You might say they're like with 4 people they was beefing with, and then it turned out to be 20 people when they tell it.
Yeah.
And stuff like, because the bouncer was telling the story. He said, yo, Shue came up on Bentley's to save my life. Or, it's crazy, the basketball games. So I had the teams in the Ruckers after you left too. So I had to take no prisoners and allow the good.
You always did pretty good with that team. Like you picked good players.
Yeah, I take the best. I had Future recruit most of the players.
Oh, okay. Because you always had a nice team.
Ball, so
you always within a contender.
Yeah, he always. But see, the thing is, we'll be undefeated, and then everybody got to go back to school or something. So it was hard to beat them. And shout out to Mousy, he had good teams in there. Any way you want it. It's another team. Master Bob and them from the Bronx had a good team. Master Bob was vicious on the court too. So it was a combination of everybody, but it was joyful. We had a lot of fun up there when we had the games. So
man, tell them what it looked like out front with the cars. You pull up and the cars out front doing a rucker game.
Yeah, 5,000 people out there. 10,000. It's hard to control the. I used to give out 500 shirts a game with the Taking No Prisoners logo and stuff on it, but it's hard, man. People. It's congested. People watch it from the roofs. The
balconies on the back,
the highway.
The bridge.
The bridge. They just watch it for that. They hanging on the fence. But it was something that we enjoyed, and then they created above the rim after. The guys that was out there with the big phones and we in the beach chairs, and, coaching and making deals. How many keys you need? So it was something that they took and used it in other movies about us. So a lot of these movies be portrayed after they see our work. So and the rappers who was rapping in the beginning, they get their
swag, their style. From our lifestyle.
Our lifestyles was. So I applaud that because that just shows that we was rebelling. So that's what it's about, and we was, and they still talk about us to this day.
But see what it was back then is there was no blueprint. You know what I mean? There was nobody to tell Peter Shue how to be Peter Shue, or unique, how to be unique, Peter Shue how to throw a party, or unique, how to run a club, or do this or do that, the studio, Mecca audio. You know, we felt that way.
It came naturally.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, in the dark. And, you know, like I said, it came naturally as you touch certain puzzle pieces, you know what to put together and things that join.
Bosses can do anything. See, let me explain something to you. It don't make a difference what game we in. We can sell number 2 pencils. We're gonna be the best at what we do. See, because you know there's nothing different than from us being hustlers to us throwing parties to us throwing movies to us doing. As long as you have this in your mind, it's the only thing they can't take from us. And we was able to use that to adjust. It's called adjusting to anything we do. So I mean that's what propelled us to the top of our trade.
But see, that's what I want people to understand about what I'm doing. I know that people gravitate towards me. You understand? For fun, for excitement, and things like that. You know, and I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I see what's going on out here now with social media. You know what we did without a social media platform.
We didn't have all that.
You understand what I'm saying? And we made a brand for ourselves. You understand? And didn't even know it. You know what I mean? But now that I know it and I understand branding, you understand, and marketing, you know, and consumer, you understand what I'm saying, and product, you understand? That's what I'm doing. I'm marketing myself. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give the youth a game that's watching this and all the people watching this that's trying to get into the podcast world and YouTube and things like that. You have to brand yourself. Don't come on here and try and be something that you're not. Because I don't know how to act like a broad. You know what I mean? I don't know how, you know, I just know how to be unique. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to give you. So if you want unique, come to Unique Mecca Audio at YouTube or Unique Mecca Audio at Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because everybody's on this internet. That's what saves a lot of people. We had to grind. We had to bump and grind to get everything we wanted done. Even if we wanted to throw a party, if you had to advertise for Club 2000, you get your flyers out, you on the block. You know what I mean? Just like you selling drugs. You know? You had to run around. People might want tickets to your event. You got to run around, sell the tickets.
Meet them.
And they want to con you up. Yo, can I get a discount? No,
yeah, you know.
But now you ain't got to do all that. All you got to do is advertise on the computer, on the phones, and they're there.
You know, and that's all it is to it. You know what I mean? But, you know, this is the first segment with, you know, me and Peter. I got some questions I'm getting ready to get into. You can stop and reset it or whatever.